Hey there, everybody. Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley live with you here on WFMY Plus. Thanks for joining us here. A little extended weather coverage as we do from time to time, particularly when we have some weather to talk about. And in this case, we do. There's a couple of different things going on, not just on the weekend, but also here and right now. Right now, we're dealing with some bitterly cold air across the Triad area. That's going to continue through tonight and into tomorrow morning. Then looking ahead into tomorrow, well, it's going to still be cold. As far as the weekend is concerned, Saturday has a brief chance of a little rain and snow mixing together. That's for Saturday morning. And as we look ahead to Sunday, that's what has more of the chatter going, of course, is that potential of seeing some light snow across the area. So that's what we're tracking for you. We'll have all the details that you need to know here and what we know, what we don't know, and still need to figure out as far as this weekend's weather situation. So thanks for being here with us. Let's chat a little bit about what's going on in the meantime. Just come in from outside here at the station. I want to let you know how cold it is. You probably already know. Hopefully you're inside all warm and cozy, but it's not fun out there. Right now we're dealing with some issues. So take a look. Mid-20s, 9 o'clock in the evening, mid-20s. We still have a bit of a wind going on, and so there's definitely a big chill to the air. Let's take a look at those wind gusts, which obviously, they were a bit of an issue throughout the day today. They were gusting around 30 and 40 miles per hour for a time. Not as bad currently, but we do still have a bit of a breeze to go along with those temperatures. So when you factor in the wind and the air temperature, remember we were in the mid-20s right now, it's feeling like 12. Current wind chill in Greensboro is 12. Right now up in Boone and Jefferson, the wind chill is below zero. So in the North Carolina mountains, they're having a tough time at the moment. Nothing new to them, of course. That's something they deal with quite often. But it is cold up that way, of course. And we're going to be seeing this sustain pretty much throughout the nighttime. So over the next couple of hours, temperature will just continue to drop and drop and drop. Now, right here, that's your air temperature. Okay, it's not the wind chill or anything like that. The air temperature is going to be in the teens for tomorrow morning. So this is going to be something we'll have to deal with. Of course, going into the start of the day for tomorrow, temperatures will be in the teens and the wind chill won't be all that fun either. As we said. So Friday, still looking at a dry day of weather. A dry day of weather will be with us for tomorrow. But as far as your wind chill goes, that's not going to be a walk in the park. So that's the situation for your Friday. As we work our way into the weekend, a couple of things that I'm tracking for us. We look towards Saturday, number one. Saturday and Sunday, both having a chance of some wintry precipitation. So on Saturday, we're going to look at the chance of seeing about a little bit of a few hours here where there will be the opportunity of seeing a little bit of wet snow mixing in with some rainfall. So that's the deal with Saturday. As far as Sunday goes, that's when we have to watch a little bit more closely. We've got a weather system that's trying to kick up and move our way as far as bringing rain, snow across parts of North Carolina. We'll be keeping an eye on that very carefully. So we'll go with this one by one. Start you off with Saturday. And kind of the weather system that's bringing this our way is the form of a cold front. So we have a front that's kind of moving closer and closer to us. You can see on the left-hand side of your screen, right about there on the left. So that's your cold front. This is Friday evening now. So tomorrow night, we'll be tracking this moving across Tennessee. It'll get closer to us after midnight on Friday and into early Saturday morning. You can see what it's doing here in the computer model. So it's bringing us mostly a period of some chilly rain. And this would be from about 4 a.m. through about 8 to 10 a.m. on Saturday. As it moves on by, off it goes. This is a brief opportunity on Saturday morning. If you live in our foothill counties, so when I say that, I mostly mean Wilkesboro, Mount Airy, Surrey County, Yadkin County, Stokes County. These areas, you do have that opportunity of getting a little bit of wintry weather. So this is right around 2 o'clock Saturday morning. So tomorrow night, take a look at the model. We do see at least a little bit of mixing going on. So it's possible in these areas you might get a little bit of wet snow that mixes in with any rainfall. This is Saturday morning. Again, temperatures aren't terribly cold. It's still a little bit above freezing. But if it comes down enough, you might be able to materialize a coating out of that. Now, going farther than that, we work our way into around 8 a.m. It's over with for you. And then in the Triad area, we're just mostly seeing a chilly rain at that point. And beyond that, we'll actually start to warm up a little bit. So as we go throughout the day on Saturday, this is around lunchtime now, temperatures will be in the upper 40s and even low 50s. So we're warming up pretty nicely on Saturday. That's okay. It's a nice day of weather once you get to the afternoon. Part of the problem with that, though, is it could have some implications to the forecast as we go into Sunday. Remember that warmth on Saturday. Now, as far as snow potential on Saturday morning, is there a chance of accumulating snow? Maybe a little bit in these areas. I'd be watching you up in these regions to maybe get a little bit of a coating or some light accumulation. That's for Saturday. Now, as far as the rest of the weekend is concerned, our computer model is basically saying no storm. And boy, can I show you lots of different opinions. So once we get into Sunday, anything is on the table. Like I said, it's basically saying no to a winter storm in North Carolina. It's just saying pretty much everything is offshore and, well, we're dry and we have really just nothing to track for you. Well, that's not the only thing that we're looking at. Boy, are there lots of computer models nowadays to kind of analyze the weather and help us decode the weather. They all have their own opinions. So there are a couple others I'm showing you here of several that we could look at. The one on the left would be a scenario where we stay mostly dry, and again, most of that rain stays close to the coast. The one on the right has some wintry precipitation and wintry weather across the inland portions of the Carolinas. So those are two options. And basically the trends that I've been looking at today, they have me concerned. It has me concerned that our chance of snow is going lower and lower and lower. Not to zero, but I basically only have us with a 30% chance of getting snow right now. And with that being said, that means there's a pretty good chance of not seeing snow, right? So this is just a snow chance, not a snow certainty at this point. Some of the concerns that I have, number one, do we have enough moisture available to us? Like I was just showing you, not everybody has us with moisture in our area. And part of the reason for that, I think, is that the low pressure forming offshore might just not be very strong. And if it's not very strong, it's not going to be able to kick up enough moisture to sail it back inland. And that's what we need to have happen. Number two, is it cold enough? Remember what I was saying. Even if we get a decent period of snow to fall, which is possible, because the air above our heads on Sunday is going to be very cold. Even if you get a decent period of snow to fall, there's no guarantee it's going to stick really well. We could have temperatures on Sunday that are still right about 34, 35, 36 degrees. We saw back in December a couple of different events that it snowed really well for several hours and it hardly ever stuck. So that could be an issue too. So I think maybe a coating to an inch would be the best case scenario that you could imagine going into Sunday. That's the reason why. So I would mentally plan on a light event. It's not likely to be a big one, and a lot of us might miss out with just no precipitation at all. It could be a dry situation for us. It could be a dry one for our part of the state especially. Now the rest of the state, a little bit of a different story. The farther east that you go, the better chances of having some more mixing, but also a better chance of having precipitation. So I would be looking toward mostly a cold rain in eastern North Carolina, and then maybe a mixed bag of rain and some snow from Raleigh to Fayetteville and the I-95 corridor. So that's kind of the way I'm seeing it right now. Haven't put pen to paper on a map just yet, but I do think there is, the opportunity of us being dry. So you can call this a boom or a bust if you'd like to. But basically at this point, I would say the best case scenario for us would be about a trace to an inch. If you really get this thing to come together, you might be able to put together a couple inches. But I don't really see that as an option right now based on the data that I'm looking at. Is it possible we stay dry? Yeah, it sure is. In fact, it's about equally possible that we stay dry as to us getting any snowfall accumulation. So I think that's kind of where we are in the forecast right now, is that we're really on life support here with the moisture And we've got to have a lot of things go our way to pick up some nice snowfall. So that's kind of where we stand at the moment. I do not think that we are in good shape with a lot of snow potential around the area. And that's too bad. It's too bad for a couple of reasons. Number one, snow is fun. Isn't it? I mean, snow can be fun. But we're also in a drought. This was the drought last week. We got new numbers today showing the drought actually expanding and getting worse. So our severe drought continues even with the rainfall that we got last week. It's a bit concerning. So that needs some help as we go along. Having said everything there, we are working with a weather impact alert just to let you know about the snow chance. It's only a chance of some light snow possible. As far as impacts are concerned, I don't think this is a sledding event. It's not a snowman event or anything like that. It might be just one of those where you're able to see some snow falling from the sky, and that's about it. So again, we'll hope that there are maybe some better chances here or better changes, but at this point it's looking to me like the chance of snow is going down and a bit south and a bit east of our area with drier weather more in place around here. So that's kind of the way it looks like in our area for now. We'll have further updates, of course, as we go into the weekend. But that's where we stand. Thanks for joining us here on this live edition of Weather Impact. In the meantime, I'll be switching you off to some live radar with current conditions, which, by the way, you can click to this on your WFMY feed anytime that you would like. We call it live weather radar 24/7 on WFMY+. Thanks for being with us.